Hey guys, today we're in the book of Ruth, chapter 3, continuing on the story of the hand of God in the middle of the book of Judges, where all of Israel is hating God and not following God. We still see the grace and the mercy of God moving around throughout Israel. Let's get into verse 1. And Naomi, her mother-in-law, said to her, "My daughter, should I not seek rest for you, that it may be well with you? Is not Boaz our relative, with whose young woman you were? See, he is at the winnowing barley tonight at the threshing floor." So Naomi came to Ruth, and she said, "Hey, uh, I think there's a chance here. He is our Redeemer. Something could happen. So you need to go to him, right? He's at the winnowing floor. This would be a hill somewhere out by the grains where they would take and they would throw the grains up, and the wind would blow the chaff away, and the grain would fall to the ground, and they would collect that to take it to a mill later on. And so she tells her, verse 3, "Wash up, anoint yourself, put on your best garment, your cloak, and go down to the threshing floor." She's saying, hey, take a bath, put makeup on, be beautiful. You're going to see, hopefully, your potential husband, right? So look good. Go down and see him, and then go and uncover his feet, which means uncover his legs. Take his cloak in the middle of the night so that the wind in the coolness of the night, he would kind of be disturbed because his legs are uncovered, and that he would come to, he would see why he's uncovered, and he would see you. And so Ruth says, "I will do this." So she goes down to the threshing floor. She lies down at the end of his feet. She uncovers his leg. And at midnight, the man was startled, turned over because his legs were uncovered, and said, "Behold, a woman lay at my feet. Who are you?" And she says, I am Ruth. I am your servant. Spread your wings over me. Spread your cloak over me. Draw me into your safety, because you are my Goel. You are my Redeemer. You are my kinsman Redeemer. You're the one that can save me. And he said, "May you be blessed by the Lord." He once again praying over her. "You have made the last kindness greater than the first." This is referring to, you have done good to Naomi than over your parents. You could have went back, but you didn't. You stayed with Naomi. You came to Israel. You gave up everything that you possibly could. Blessed are you. You did something that was good. "And now, my daughter, do not fear. For I will do all that you ask, for the fellow townsmen know that you are a worthy woman. You are virtuous." Now, this is amazing, right? Because she's a Moabite. She is a cursed person. Israel hates her, but her character has stood up, and all of Israel, all of Bethlehem knows she's a virtuous woman. She was a good woman, though she was a Moabite. And so he says, "I will do all that you ask. I'm a redeemer. I will redeem you. Yet there is a redeemer nearer than I." There was somebody closer in the family tree, right? So there was somebody closer in the family tree that would have the right to marry her first. And so he said, "But I will go to him in the morning, and I will ask him to do what he needs to do. But if he doesn't, I will do it." So so he tells her to lay down into the morning. He doesn't want her going back at night. There would have been there would have been men, just bad people, animals, right? So stay with him around the fire, around the grain pile, till the early morning, where it would have been safe. So she lay at his feet till morning. And she left before anybody recognized her. But before she left, he gave her 6 measures of barley. That's 90 pounds of barley. This girl probably didn't even weigh 90 pounds. You got to imagine her walking back just as the sun is coming up with this huge sack of barley. Once again, to showing the love and the compassion of Boaz has for her and for her mother-in-law, Naomi. And so she comes in, and Naomi asks, "How did you fare?" She told her everything, and she showed her all this 90 pounds of barley, and he said, "I must not go back empty-handed to my mother-in-law." Once again, it's just showing Boaz not only had love for a young woman, but had love for Naomi, her mother-in-law. Right, so there it shows you the heart of Boaz. She replied, "Wait, my daughter, until you learn how this matter turns out, for the man will not rest, but will settle the matter today. He will not let it rest because why? He is a worthy man. He is a good man. He will do what he says." Once again, we see a picture of this man of just expressing this grace and this mercy and this love and compassion for people who really shouldn't have love and compassion. They left. She's a Moabite. Naomi left Israel. Her husband died. Her sons died. There should really be no love for these people, especially in the bad times of Israel during the time of the judges. But Boaz was this picture of grace and mercy, the same that Jesus is the picture of grace and mercy. We deserve nothing. We deserve nothing. We have turned our back on God a billion times, but Jesus still went to the cross to give us grace and mercy abounding that we do not deserve. Hope that makes a little bit more sense. We'll see you tomorrow in the last chapter, chapter 4. God bless.